History is written by the victors. For almost 2000 years, everything the world knew about the Gnostics came from the exact people who crushed them. Imagine trying to understand a brilliant researcher by only reading the furious rants of their worst enemies. That's what happened with Gnosticism. Early church fathers painted them as a diabolic, anti-Christian cult, a chaotic patchwork of stolen ideas, and for centuries, that smear campaign actually worked. It wasn't until the Nag Hammadi scriptures were dragged out of the dirt in the 20th century that the truth finally came to light. It turns out they weren't just a bunch of edgy heretics trying to cause trouble. As Carl Jung realized, these people were recording direct, raw experiences with something far beyond this world. And honestly, their heavy criticism of the Old Testament God, calling out a deity that seemed arbitrary, tyrannical, and mixed up with human suffering, doesn't sound all that crazy to a modern mind that's already digested philosophers like Nietzsche. But this brings up a huge question. What is the actual difference between Gnosis and Gnosticism? Think of it like this. Gnosis is the raw energy. It's the flash of lightning, the direct visionary experience that completely shatters your worldview. But raw energy without a container just dissipates. It doesn't go anywhere. That's where Gnosticism comes in. Gnosticism is the framework. It's the intricate array, conceptual blueprint designed to actually hold, understand, and expand upon those mind-bending experiences. Sure, you could stumble into mystical experiences without knowing anything about Gnosticism, but what good is seeing the underlying mechanics of the universe if you don't have the context to understand what you're looking at? Gnostic tradition was built by people who didn't just want a brief flash of light, they wanted a working system to understand it. They didn't just accept the founding visions of their teachers and sit back to blindly worship them. They actively used that framework to trigger their own first-hand experiences. And the core of that framework is built on a very specific set of parameters. An ancient text called the Excerpta de Theodoto lays it out perfectly. It says that what makes us free is the gnosis of who we were, what we have become, where we were, wherein we have been cast, whereto we are hastening, and what we are being freed of, what birth and rebirth really are. If you can intuitively answer those questions, you've unlocked the formula. You are free. The texts they left behind all point to one massive realization. The true God, the ultimate source of reality, is not some petty tyrant micromanaging our suffering. It is totally transcendent, unchanging, and entirely benign substratum of reality. And here is the most important part. You are made of the exact same material. The essence of your soul is a pure spark, an atom of divine consciousness. On an ontological level, you are entirely united with that ultimate divine source, but existentially, you are separated from it. You are trapped inside the flawed, heavy physical system. That deep, painful, indistinct longing you feel for something more, that constant feeling that you don't quite belong here, that's your spark recognizing its exile. Liberating Gnosis is the only thing that ends the separation. Imagine the night sky above you isn't just empty space. Imagine it has a massive, heavy, dark veil locking us in. But that veil isn't perfect. There are holes, cracks in the universe. And through those cracks, the blinding light of the ultimate reality leads through. That light is Gnosis. It's the true source calling out to its exiled sparks, waking us up to the reality we've been homesick for all along. Gnostics saw the cracks, built a system to pry them open. Wait for the next video, and we will delve deeper into what Gnosticism is. Don't forget to like and subscribe.